That puts him back on sync. Now, what Rusty needs then, though, he can run probably to about lap 75 to 80. He needs the caution to come out before then where he don't have to be on pit road for a green flag stop.
What I can't believe is Mike Wallace goes to the bottom of the racetrack, Darrell. There's still 43 cars in this lead draft.
Nobody has lost the lead draft. Everybody's hanging right in there. But let me tell you a problem for Rusty. He's running the bottom of the racetrack. He's not going to pit. All these guys are probably going to pit about the same time. He has really got to be careful not to get caught up in cars turning into the pit.
In the wall, Purvis. I think that's Jeff Purvis who bounced off the wall coming off turn number 4.
Caution is out. The caution is out.
And I don't think the leader got it.
Jeff Purvis. There's the damage to the right side of his number 51. And the field comes around to the caution, and the pit crews get ready to go to work for the first time today. The James Finch, number 51, Purvis.
This is when Rusty Wallace is hollering on his radio, tell him to let me by, let me by, let me get back in the lead lap. Come on, guys, back off.
The rule, though, is you need to be in touch with the leader to race him back
Here
to the line.
He's coming. He's coming. But I don't believe Sterling and Skinner, those guys are going to let him beat him back to the line.
If I'm Skinner's crew chief, I'm saying, look, Rusty Wallace has got a fast race car. We don't need to let him back on the lead lap.
And they don't. They will take the caution flag and pin Wallace 1 lap behind the leader due to his unscheduled pit stop. Watch the white car right side of your screen. Here he comes.
Here he is up here. It looks like he has a tire go down to me. It just looks like the car took off on him and bounced it into the fence. Looks like the right front may have gone on it too. And folks, they are not bad tires. We just do bad things to them.
We either run low air pressure, which hurts them, or we run too much camber. And normally there's no warning when that tire goes away. Normally you hurt it when it's a new tire, but it don't show up till late in the run like on Jeff Purvis's car.
Exactly. Well, this changes the complexion of things.
And Jeff Purvis will be towed back to the garage. Dick Bergman.
Oh, a lot of glare in that windshield. He's going to have to get one of those tear-offs.
And that was cars trying to get on the pit road, and he ran up on them and couldn't see him.
Trouble, front straightaway. Spinning across the racetrack is rookie Kurt Busch. Can he keep it down in the grass? Bill Elliott dives to pit road to avoid him. And Kurt Busch will slide to a stop. Caution is out. A lot of smoke also down at turn 1 from one car that may have gotten rear-ended back there. Well, that smoke abates. Look at Busch after that wild slide. Second caution of the day.
Sterling Marlin is the leader. It's only been about 6 or 7 laps since they pitted, so I don't think they'll be at a pit road.
There's Busch on the bottom of the racetrack.
On the bottom, he comes up off the corner there. He wanted to get back in line, but guess what? Joe Nemechek was there.
Ward Burton just barely getting by there in the black and yellow car.
He just thought he had a spot in line, and it closed up on him.
Kurt Busch's car slid some 2,000 feet before coming to a halt. And there's the damage to Joe Nemechek's car.
Not only has he got the damage on the left front from Kurt Busch, but he got up into the wall on the right side, and he's got damage on both sides.
Only the second caution of the day.
I'm thinking everything is cycled through the pits, though. I don't think this affects anybody as far as...
You know who I think it does affect? Is Rusty Wallace and Robert Presley. Rusty, after going a lap down at lap 28, I think he has gotten his lap back.
He may very well have, because he could have stayed out a little longer than some of the others did. And there he comes. So I think you're probably right, my friend.
29 laps to go. Michael Waltrip leads Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Sr. in the Daytona 500 on Fox. Welcome back to Daytona.
It's the big one, gang. It's the big one. It's what we've all been fearing. This kind of racing is going to happen.
A horrible crash on the back straightaway that began when Tony Stewart got turned sideways against the backstretch wall number 20. Jason Leffler all torn up. The defending Cup champion Labonte. Stewart, there's fire underneath the hood of Bobby Labonte's car. He's out. He's okay. This is the view. You see Tony Stewart moving inside his car. Steve Park's car demolished. And Stewart's car flew and then had a car land on it.
The front of his car, the roll cage is down on him, I tell you, and that doesn't look good. They're running in with the safety crew. There's Robbie Gordon, and I'm not so sure that car there didn't have something to do with the start of it. It looked like a yellow car got against the outside wall to me.
Ward Burton, perhaps the fastest car here, torn up. Robbie Gordon, damage to Jeff Burton, Kenny Wallace as well. They have made it back to pit road.
Dale Jarrett, here he comes down pit road, tore all the pieces.
I think we could tell it, say it easier. I only see about 7 or 8 cars out there that does not have damage.
Steve Park pounding the roof of his car in frustration. And Jarrett, for the second time in 3 years, is caught up in a melee.
Here's Mark
Martin, all torn up. Let's see what happens coming off turn 2.
It's happened up here. I think that this car right here, man, and look at, is that Stewart's car?
That's Stewart's car. Rode right across the top of Robbie Gordon's car, the 4 car.
And I think everybody back up and look at it again. I think that 4 and the 20 may have been that started that.
Stewart was the first car sideways. Here's why.
Here's the 4 got into the back of Ward Burton, I believe.
And then Burton's 22 got into Stewart. And everybody scrambles.
That car is taking a whale of a ride, that 20 car is. It's getting hit. It's upside down. It's hit on its roof. It's on fire.
And here's another angle.
Coming off of turn 2 where we've said that it's the wind. Somebody got into the back of that car right there.
That's Ward Burton right there.
You saw a puff of tire smoke, and then everything let loose.
I think that's what started. Somebody got in back of Ward Burton off turn 2.
I'm pretty sure the 4 car got into the back of Ward Burton, turned him into the 20 car, and God help all of them because there's no place to go. And you can't see. And here we come off of turn 2 again. Right there. See, Ward Burton got pushed around by that car, and that's the 4 car.
And he got in the back of Tony Stewart. Of course, Tony Stewart going airborne here.
And it was Ward Burton's car being sideways that blocked up the track for everybody behind him.
Boy, and it gets hit by every car in the field, seems like, and Tony Stewart's car just took a whale of a ride. That must be at least 30 cars in that wreck.
From Tony Stewart's onboard camera.
Clear into the 14.
That is something a driver never wants to hear.
4 times I made it through. I flapped out the tire. I made it through. 10-4, bud. We'll put 4 on.
Here's one more angle from Mark Martin, whose car is now all torn up.
It's the outside wall real hard.
Gets hit again, and takes out.
And Tony Stewart goes for one of the wildest rides in recent memory of Daytona.
Kind of looks like the Richard Petty crash here, back when Richard crashed off turn 4 down here, standing on.
Look, he's got Bobby Labonte's hood. It was hooked to the back of his car as he was in midair.
Both Gibbs's cars roll into a halt there.
Let's give you the cars involved in numerical order. Number 2, Rusty Wallace. Number 4, Robbie Gordon. Excuse me, number 1, Steve Park. Number 5, Bobby Labonte. There is Jerry Nadeau walking back. Number 6, Mark Martin was involved. Number 01 was Jason Leffler. 18, Bobby Labonte. Number 6, Mark Martin. 20, Tony Stewart. 21, Elliott Sadler. 22, Ward Burton. 25, Jerry Nadeau. 43, John Andretti. 44, Buckshot Jones. And 88, Dale Jarrett. Tony Stewart is out of his car, and all the drivers involved have to take a trip to the infield care center. That is mandatory. There's Tony, helmets off, talking to the folks there. He's talking to Bobby Labonte, his teammate. as he gathers himself together and prepares to get out. But great news that he is okay. The red flag is out. The Daytona 500 has been stopped to clean up the carnage on the back straightaway. NASCAR on Fox continues from Daytona after this.